Hey, how's it going? Well, I'm on my way to the beach to pick up my 3 best friends. They're all swimming in from the islands that they're from. And we're going to go on an amazing road trip through these states, and I'm going to show them around. We're going to have a great adventure, and we're only going to have one rule. No U-turns, because this is the No U-Turns show. Let's go.
We come to America!
Alright guys, we're going to Olympia, capital of the gods. We're on top of Mount Olympus. We will begin our epic journey across these 59 United States of America. Now, Olympia is actually the capital of Washington, which is the corner of America.
I thought it was Seattle.
Northwest corner. Nope, not Seattle. Olympia. And we're going to start our journey there. And we're going to work our way down and all the way through America and wind our way around. And it's just going to be one epic trip.
We're in Olympia!
Should we introduce ourselves?
Hi.
No, I think it's fine.
I'm Jonathan Wakefield.
Don't introduce.
I'm not Jonathan Wakefield.
Anyway, we're here at the. Oh, I said it. We said we wouldn't say.
I know. See, it's
anyway.
it's so hard not to say here we are. We're not here. We're somewhere else.
We're here
Here we
at.
are in the studio. As you can see, the green screen behind us.
No, this isn't true.
What?
Why can't you say we're here?
I know we just. Well, no, not that we can't say. Anyway, we're here at Washington at the Capitol building. Sorry, Washington State. In Olympia, and there's a random Capitol building that we just happen to be near, and we're being watched by people, but that's okay. And we decided to start our road trip from here. We're going to head on the 101, and we're going to seriously see some beautiful things. Yeah, we're going south. It's about that time of year. Let's go, baby! Let's go! Woo!
We're here live at the Vatican. As you can see, the Pope is just in there.
It's
not even real.
Sealed shut.
This is government today. Handle sealed shut. I got a little frustrated with our government at this point, and we decided to join the Occupy movement, if only for a brief moment. In fact, we might have been the only Occupy Washington group that day, but we were passionate.
This is what you do when you realize you've forgotten loads of stuff on a road trip. Ah, we're being honked at. This kind of stops corrupting our youth these days.
I have to ask you guys to stop filming in the store.
No, you can't tell us to do that.
I can and I will, sir.
My friend pays taxes sometimes.
Having grabbed a bunch of food at Walmart, we continued along Highway 101 until we saw a festival with even more food. and we decided to stop. Okay, I decided to stop. We're here at the Brennan Shrimp Fest in Washington, in Brennan. As you can see, that's going on right over there. This Shrimp Fest has actually been going on for the last 140 years. It was first started by Lewis and Clark when they were along the river. They met an Indian tribe. They were almost out of food. The tribe shared a whole bunch of shrimp with them. They had a big party. Ever since then, the townspeople have come out to celebrate Shrimp Fest in Brennan. So we're gonna go check it out. Hope you come with us, and we'll see what it's like. If there's one sport I live for, it's belt sander racing. This is my element. This is my game. Just watch the magic unfold, okay? Because this is gonna be awesome. What they're doing right now is they're lining up the belt sanders. They want to get them right precision in line, because if it bumps against the sides, that's going to slow it down. The key is for a straight shot, lots of power, lots of torque. You got to get the Hemi going. Oh, here they come. Ooh. Ooh. The race car just narrowly beats the Moose. And for a while I thought the Moose was ahead, but the race car just had that little extra drive, make it all the way through to the end. That was one of the best races I've seen today. Garlic. Oh, garlic. You got the real garlic. There it is, right there. Now you got me. I could just eat this clove by clove, but my wife would kill me because it just leaks out of my skin. It just gets in me and everywhere through me. So I shouldn't.
3, 2, go!
And we're off. Woody on the left track, I'm on the right. We're going through the bumper paddles up the hill. Oh, and Weed's got the clear lead over me. I'm desperately trying to make up time, and he shoves me in the face. What a jerk. All right, proceeding down the hill and into the little bouncy things. I'm trying to catch up, and I managed to get on top of him, and I'm overtaking him into the tunnel. Desperately going through the tunnel as fast as I can. My pants start to come down, which lets me get the win.
Champion!
I really need a belt.
Come on, the clock's still rolling.
Got my shoes. 5 cents a pound for shrimp, not on our watch. We decided to march out of the shrimp festival and down to the coast to see what local food we could forage for ourselves.
How do you know if it's a good one, Noah?
It's big and plump. This is a salmon berry, and I'm about to eat it.
But now we're gonna go clamming.
Throw away. Here's the thing you don't know about me. I don't like berries.
What? You don't like berries? What about blackberries?
No.
Strawberries?
This is the only berry I like.
Blueberries?
Nope.
Boysenberries?
Nope.
Huckle?
I'm telling you, strawberries are the only berry that I can deal with.
What about pineapple berries?
I don't even know what those are.
We're here at the mouth of the Hood Canal, and it is quite stunning, I must confess. Got little animals rushing around here, minding their own business. Beautiful animals. This is a favourite hotspot for the locals to do their clamming.
What's going on here?
It's disgusting. I'm trying to film a reputable show, and this guy comes around. Anyway, what was I saying? Basically, it's a long process. Clamming, basically, it's a long process. It includes things like you can have manila clams, you can use native little neck clams, soft and shell clams. Bent nose clams are quite good. Body clams are my favourite, actually, my personal favourite. They're very good.
We had to edit this scene to be shorter because he went on about his favourite kind of clams for a good 3 hours.
Very bloodied on our hands.
It was a very disturbing and strange display of insane clam knowledge.
Alright, look at these guys.
Oh,
hello. Got a few clams for myself. Yeah, got a big roast. Nothing a good pair of teeth and some sharp nails can't do for you, so let's get all these out of my pocket. This is going to be a good dinner. Oh, dear. Need bigger pockets and better gloves.
Weedy actually caught all these clams himself. We definitely didn't just beat up some guy going down the path and take his clams.
And thank you.
Andrew. Just using his bare hands. When you have a tool like this, You can catch lots of bounty like this. I'm gonna drink this all down in one big uncooked stew and just slurp it up. It's gonna be a great dinner. I'm not sharing with anyone. No one's getting my oysters. And I did slurp them up. And I was just finishing the last of them during our road trip here, while we were making our way to the next destination, this big lake.
This is how they came up with the idea of the Hoover Dam. Some guy was angry at the water and just started throwing rocks at it. Stay back! Get away from my house! And eventually, he threw so many rocks that eventually the water stopped coming. So they call it the Hoover Dam, because his name is Hoover.
This is how they teach you history in England, is it?
That's the history lesson I got, yeah.
It all starts with some guy getting angry.
Yeah, some guy getting angry. That's how all inventions are made. Some guy is angry, like the light bulb. He's really angry at dark places.
We decided to leave the lake and move on to other things. We spent a lot of time in that car, and every shot I seemed to be eating, which was kind of strange because I'm normally not always eating. It's something I do rarely. I'll have about 1.5 meals a day.
Oh, look at that neat old lady. She looks so friendly. Actually, no, she doesn't. No.
You passed 2 women in the
According to this sign, we're in the logging capital of the world. See? Logging capital of the world. Right there. But we're here to find out what's so special about Fox. So, come with me.
Are you ready to be dazzled by Twilight?
Oh yeah.
The international movie phenomenon started right here in Forks.
Oh yeah.
And as you can see, Edward is right over there with our friend Andrew. And the girl, whose name I can't remember. The key to looking like a Twilight character is to show no emotion in the face. Just totally shut down. Look somewhere else. I have no idea what's going on here. Wow. This is the famous Twilight School. All you girls out there probably going crazy seeing this, that we are right here.
We're gonna go take some grass.
We've actually enrolled ourselves in the Twilight High School, but after they saw us, they didn't believe that we were high schoolers.
We look like vampires.
Those might actually be real Twilight vampires. Keep your distance. The sun was starting to set in Forks, and we decided we needed to get out of there real fast. And we decided he was going to try to choke down a carrot, but it's not working out with him and his vampire teeth. Bless you, Weedy. Bless you. My peanut shell.
Jono's throwing his rubbish into nature.
Nature can handle it, all right? Nature's throwing a bunch of rubbish into me.
Look at that baby. It looks like a sad looking raspberry. Mmm. Those are good.
Can you pick that one?
Get him! What's the in the bushes?
I hate berries! And that's why.
Oh wow.
Never mind, let's
That's
go.
what it's all about. Foraging for living organic material. Get the frick off me! This is what it's all about. Getting back to nature, getting back to your roots, getting back to that hunter-gatherer, sometimes angry fighter in all of us. And just living off the wild, man.
Living off the land.
Living off the land. You guys want to go to McDonald's after this?
Yeah.
We found ourselves in an idyllic location called Ruby Beach, where Lois and Clark first found the Pacific Ocean, possibly. Okay, ready? Here we go. Yeah, I'm coming down now from one of this giant sea rocks that I just climbed. It's about 30 feet up, and it was a good climb. I'm about done now. I was sweating bullets up at the top.
I'm gonna keep 3 points of contact.
I wish you would have got here earlier when I was planting the American flag at the top, but whatever. Good times for speech.
Just here, mate. Got a beautiful view of a mountain goat. Wearing what's known as its green winter coat. Really hope the poor goat doesn't fall down and break his legs. Somebody's going to have to tell his mother.
I decided to get back in touch with my wild roots and jump the river. I'm just plotting my course. Now it's time for the real thing. Unfortunately, tragedy struck. Oh gosh, dang it! I just sprained my ankle. Shoot! Looks like we're gonna have to find a different way around. I then had the idea to make my own bridge across, which I could have done easily, but I decided it wasn't worth the time. I come from a long line of explorers, going back to Columbus, although I have no formal training.
You can do it!
I'm panicking!
Watch.
I don't know how to go back!
It's known as a sloth. Very poor climbers. You can do it, Jono.
I did not realize being a pioneer. This is hard. Okay. The key is to try to keep a level head in these situations. So turning back this time, I've tried all options. This one makes the most sense. Even though I'm teetering out of control. Gotta get across. Single-minded, single purpose. This is my destiny. Oh, man! Oh! Whoa! Whoa, there's some sharp parts of the tree. Oh! Woo!
How's it doing?
Oh, no! My feet! Oh, whoa! Oh, no! It's too low!
It's fine. I'll try to lift it up for you.
It's too low! Ah!
I'm not listening.
Andrew!
You can do this, Jono. I'll lift it up and you can make it.
How close am I?
You're so close. Just keep...
Not that close!
Put your feet up on top of the log.
Ah!
There you go.
Ah! My knee!
Now push it down, Whitty.
Ah! Oh no! Oh! Ah! Ah! Andrew! No! No, this can't be happening! Ah! Oh!
You made it, Jono!
I did it! I did it! Kendo, the Japanese art of stick fighting. We're both experts in it. So Weedy and I put on a demonstration for the boys. Until I rolled my ankle.
Yes, he's down, he's down. Got it.
Weedy was a great admirer of the Star Wars kid. Come to think of it, Weedy might be the Star Wars kid.
Appears we just missed seeing the rainforest, the only rainforest in the northern hemisphere, I think. Yeah.
Arriving at our campsite, the Jewish music really helped set the mood for our super quick tent setting up scene. The guys are working real hard and I'm collecting sticks over in the background. That's pretty much my job when it's time to set up the tent. They tell me to go find some sticks. And as you can see, we all fit pretty well in that tent together. Until nighttime rolls around, and then things get weird. We ran low on food pretty quickly since I was eating most of it during the driving. So I decided I was going to eat my shoes.
Things are not looking good after our first night of camping. My pillow really sucks. And everyone else is asleep. Noah's doing pretty good in his double blankets. My legs are freaking freezing. Anyway, I think the guys need to wake up, so I'm gonna start waking them up. Hi, Jonah. Yeah.
I kept waking up because Jono was snoring.
You're sick.
I think we should leave him.
How do you feel about this, John? You're not gonna leave me behind. But if your snoring's keeping us awake, you'll ruin everything. Oh, snoring was horrible! I was snoring? I will kill you! I poked you so many times. Oh. It didn't make any difference. Did you hear me, baby? You didn't care.
Come on, guys, let's make a TV show for everybody. We can't do that when we're sleeping, can we, guys? Huh? I don't think so.
Buggering off.
I don't think so.
Dude, it's too early. I guess then it would go. Setting out early that morning, we headed for our next stop, Cape Disappointment. Oh, dear, back up.
Go back up, back up.
Back up.
John, no idea. We are at Cape Disappointment, but we are far from disappointed at the moment.
You're good. Keep going. You're good. There's no cars. You're good.
Look, the deer. Where's the deer? Oh yeah.
There he is.
Oh, there's two of them. I'm getting out.
Just be on the edge. So scared, but excited.
Kind of like this.
That is the ugliest deer I've ever seen.
I did do it.
We're here at Cape Disappointment, and I'm really excited for what's to come. Except that I'm in flip-flops. My feet are kind of cold because I fell into a river yesterday.
We've been cautioned that it's a muddy trail, which is always exciting.
Looks like it's 5 miles to Cape Disappointment and 3 miles to the Interpretive Center. And we should probably bike it.
Did we mention how cold it is?
Yeah, it's cold.
This is the Oregon coast in June.
This is actually the Washington coast.
Oh, this is Washington coast.
Yeah, it's in Washington, that's right.
You haven't crossed the river yet.
What Noah fails to realize is that the whole Northwest is really the Oregon Territory. Lois and Clark were the first two explorers to explore the Northwest. Lois was a journalist at the time, trying to do a piece on it, and Clark was also a journalist, but little did Lois know, Clark had a big secret. He was actually alter ego of a very strong man. I don't remember what his name was, something like Strong Man or Awesome Man or something.
Yeah, awesome man.
And gave, he had special powers that helped him to explore the Northwest. So Lois always thought Clark was a nerd because his alter ego tried to play it cool, tried to make people think he was stupid. And then somehow, I don't know, I think there's an Indian chief named Lex Luthor that tried to get in their way. And so it's all very confusing. If you read the history, you'll know. It is rumored that while Lewis and Clark were here, they were hid a special treasure that the Nazis were trying to find. And it may be hidden deep within the compound. Oh my gosh, this is very spooky. Very spooky, scary World War II compound where at least 150 Americans lost their lives. This was one of the bloodiest battles of World War II when the Japanese tried to invade and push up the Columbia River. The Coast Guard held them back by firing at the lighthouse. There's blood in my turn. I can smell rotting flesh within these chains. Whoa, maybe not as much rotting flesh as spare parts. Still,
It's an old sewing machine.
the ghost of what happened remains. We then embarked on a strenuous journey to the top of Cape Disappointment. This lighthouse better blow my frickin' mind!
Blow your friggin' socks off. Whoa! My gosh, it's
Done!
preemptive sock blow off. I may not be able to carry the camera for you, Master Jared, but I can sure carry you. Ah! Ah!
Come on! Get away, Gollum! You nasty beast! Get away, you beast! I hate you!
That's the famous murder bunker.
Step on the slug.
It's the famous murder bunker where they used to take young Navy cadets and give them cake and cookies after they had completed their training.
It was feared by many.
Because of its name, but it was actually quite a happy place.
Welcome to the Bay of Disappointment. The Bay of
Welcome to Cape. Ready for it? Ready? Cape. Disappointment.
Well, this is disappointing.
We finally left crappy rainy Washington, came over the bridge to Oregon, and got a nice big old pancake breakfast.
We've just had our breakfast at the Pig and Pancake, and the pancakes were good. And let me just come inside and show you something that is very unfortunate. That happens on all unplanned road trips. Basically, this is what we came for. And we're about a week too early. Which sucks. Okay, we are beginning our search for the fabled
My head's not good.
Goonies house.
Oh, terrible.
We are in Goonies land, Astoria. Watch out where you're driving, Johnny. You can't.
Hey, you guys. Yeah.
Look, see us. Hey, you guys. That's Sloth. He's the main character, really.
Truffle shuffle when we get to the house.
Yes, John will do the truffle shuffle. You want to see that?
Oh, guys,
You
come
are
on,
so-
come on, guys.
The Goonies is probably the most groundbreaking movie of the last century.
It was up on a
actually.
hill someplace.
Is that it?
Kind of acting. Nah, yeah, looks kind of like it.
Excuse me. Do you know where the Goonies house is?
You get right on the corner, make the turn to go up. You stop at the next top of that block.
You turn up right up that street and then you turn left and there'll be a sign up this little gravel road.
Thank you. The quest continues.
Did anyone catch that? I couldn't understand his accent.
What? I can.
You go right past Safeway.
All
Come back
John
here.
I can remember from the Goonies movie is
Scary skeleton. It's really scary. It's about like playing a
look
piano.
at this! Look at his face! It's amazing!
Go Goonies.
Look at this! Yes! This is where the famous Truffle Shuffle was first done. Let's have a sit on the bench.
Come on, guys.
Come on, John.
Oh, guys.
Truffle
Come on,
Shuffle. Come take the
guys.
can. More up and down.
You can't go to the Goonies house and not do the truffle shuffle. Okay, so we're here we're at the Astoria Street Fair.
Yeah, Astoria Street Fair.
And
Sunday market. Sunday
we
market.
have just
that's the
purchased.
one.
Can you guess what meat this is? It's called rattlesnake on a stick. None of us have ever had rattlesnake before, and so we figure we might as well pay the $7.50 and give it a shot. So here we go. Hard. I think it bit me back. Try a bite.
I will try a bite. Oh, the rib cage.
Yeah, there's some bone in there.
It's hot to me.
Give us a bit. It has almost a fishy smell.
Yeah, fishy texture
Hey,
actually.
how's it going?
Fishy taste. Fishy all around. That was a lot better than my bite.
Oh, there's so many bones.
Yeah,
Okay.
full of bones, snakes.
It's like fish in that way, but it's also like chicken.
Bite.
Wait
It's
till
like
it's
almost
gone.
all bone, actually.
Yeah, it's almost entirely bone, which is a little bit. For $7.50, you'd think they would have boned it.
But again, if they took the bones out, what would be
They
that?
could cook that bone out. Think of a rack of ribs. Only the rack of ribs is about I don't know how long. It's got rattles at the end.
Okay. I love you. Bye.
Talking to his mom.
Jonah's mum has sun tattooed on her arm.
Look at this. Check out the manga there. Space is everything. On your right, we've got corn heads.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. Knives are a beautiful thing.
Weapons.
The weapons in general, but knives especially.
Thanks. Alright? Beautiful.
Okay, we've just spotted a booth where you can apparently win a gun, so we have to go see. I love Astoria.
Buy a raffle ticket. Get lucky if somebody draws your ticket.
So vacation for 22 years? Yeah. How does that work?
You come here to America and then I know it's really a funny story. Then I bought the old car that I didn't have so much money. I rebuilt that car and I go on my street and I saw 48 states from your country in 8 months. Wow. And I was living in the car and I'm living in the desert for 10 days and I never saw something like that. I never saw nobody. You know, in Europe you see always 5 minutes later you're in a different town. So, but here, God, you're alone. You're really alone. You know, you can stay naked around there. Nobody bothered. There's nobody there. You know, it was really something else.
Guys, look at me. Camera's on me. I will now take you. I will now take you to my ancestors' final resting place and monument. Follow me. Chief Comcomly was a famous Indian chief who traded a lot with Lewis and Clark and helped the white man, white devil, as I say, get established here in the Northwest. And they made him a monument to pay tribute over here. I am his great, awesome, super cool, wonderful grandson.
What is actually amazing is that Jono is a descendant of this chief. How do you feel right now?
How do I feel? Just weird, kind of strangely emotional. Just different.
Yeah?
You know?
And do you feel that people show you and the family the proper, you know?
No.
Not at all? Even within the tribe?
Okay, let me just break it down, be very honest right now. I barely Indian at all. But this is cool to visit. I think I'm related to this guy. I want some college money out of it. Really? It's creating my ancestors' monument, throwing little planes off it. That's not why this was built. This was built to honor the Indians that were slaughtered. Alright guys, we have brought up little airplanes that we are going to race. The one that makes it furthest from the tower wins pizza.
Okay. That guy's on our car. Let's try aim for the guy near our car. Go! Oh yeah, he's attacking mine. What do you think he's doing? Ah! Which one's mine?
That's why I say we're supposed to go at different times.
Mine's so much better though. Mine's that one.
They're circling each other. They're like dogfighting. Man, these things fly really well.
Take that, Germans.
You're both German.
Oh, it's gonna hit that little boy. Oh man, this one's like trying to double back and hit the lighthouse. Oh.
Oh my goodness, it just keeps going.
How high up are we? Yeah, that's about the same distance. We then drove 2 miles south to Fort Stevens to watch a bunch of old men play with cannons.
Reenactment, big style. Well, they're not actually reenacting, but we get to see people dressed up in old clothes.
This cannon here is an actual Civil War cannon that was cast in 1857.
Jeez.
I could never fight war. I'd be so afraid of all the cannons. I'd be like, ready?
That's the whole idea. You're supposed to be afraid of the thing.
This is a replica of a 200-pound Parrott rifle.
Okay.
That was used in actual coast defenses here in the Fort Stevens, within that compound over there.
Okay, fire in the hole!
Fire in the hole!
All right, go ahead, fire.
Holy crap.
Hey,
That's normally, that was 8 ounces, and they normally shoot 16 pounds.
Oh my gosh. Do you think we could get one of these for the car to set up when we park when we can?
Definitely better than the tent we have.
Yeah. It's kind of roomy in here. After 500 years of protection from the Japanese, one fair-skinned, yellow-haired Japanese man did make his new line.
I'm dead now. I don't like this. You know when? Oh, dumb.
All of us guys and Noah's stinky feet proceeded to our campsite for the night.
It was just pouring down rain last night. And, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. And our tent leaks quite a bit. So I've got a small Thermarest mattress that doesn't quite float me above the floodwaters. So I spent the night in the car last night. That was my humble abode. As you can see, it's all tidy, and I've rolled up my blankets. But let's go take a look at the other guys and see how they've fared.
By this time in the road trip, the boys had forced me into my own smaller tent due to snoring.
I feel like I'm just wading through a swamp here.
Hello.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Welcome to our wet cave.
Yeah, how did you do last night?
We
Pretty
are
good,
mostly
actually.
dry.
Mostly?
Mostly.
I slept the whole night.
Oh no, you were causing rain!
Horrible.
This is awesome.
Don't disturb the tent!
Well, actually, you guys did pretty good, huh?
Yeah, we dodged the middle puddle.
What time is it?
8 o'clock.
Dang it.
Here we go.
Behold the puddle that lies underneath. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, it's so horrible. I'm so glad this is an airbed, because otherwise I probably would have sunk.
So guys, what are you up to?
Don't ask.
We're exploring the traditional art of mattress beating. It's popularized by the movie Lily in Mexico.
Is it possible that Jaren's just taking out his aggression on those things?
Friggin' it's beating me! Poor man. Alright. Ancient tradition.
Things got pretty wet last night, eh?
Yeah, pretty rough. This is all Jaren wanted to do this morning, was beat up mattresses.
The mattresses actually had grass stains all over them. That's why Jaren was incoherently beating them with a towel. He was mad at them.
Alright, so we're in the process of making the executive decision. Should we do a rock, paper, scissors?
For what?
For the tent? Or should we just
Burn
say...
it!
Leaving it there?
Burning it.
Burn it to the ground!
Burning does have its appeal, only I think we can spend more time trying to light it. We have the great fortune of watching Jaren Patterson wring out his socks. Behold the dripping.
It's all brown.
Look at those sad little feet, which are in my flip-flops because Jaren only brought one pair of shoes.
I only needed to bring one pair of shoes. They just got wet.
Oh. No.
Yep.
Where did you put those things?
They were in the tent where it was raining.
That is so disgusting. Look at those things.
Ooh. Yeah, we've decided to leave the tent. It's just soaking wet, and there's just no point in doing anything. So we'll leave it for the campground people, and there you go. We're out of here.
The light of the early morning revealed to us a happy and wondrous sight. What luck, what fortune, what cheese. We eagerly set off to get as much free samples of cheese as they would allow.
This was the first man who's ever turned into cheese. He's been immortalized here. His name is Mr. Tillerman.
I'd like your being milk.
Wow, they're very dangerous. The kind of cows they use for cheese are the most vicious cows you can find in North America. That's why they keep them inside these containers.
The whole milking and cow dealing with process is now controlled by computers. How much power should we give to it? I know. Wait, coming up.
What thing? Stay back.
They're about to get
These things could break your leg, but they're stopping. Tried to milk it.
Well, I think we've milked this place dry.
We can't believe it, but it's actually not raining in Oregon.
Ah, it's getting rainy. Really, really freaking rainy. Holy crap. This is nuts.
We're almost there.
Yeah, mine is peeing within feet of a child.
Will the boys make it down the hill in time? Will Weedy get his head kicked in by Jonna? Either way, it looks like trouble and it looks like fun. Join us next time for No U-Turns!
Next time on the No U-Turns show, it all gets a bit much for Jono. Weedy washes his hair, Jaren buys too much green tea, Noah changes his pants, and the boys get in trouble with the law. Buy our stuff!